City.
Yeah, I'm gonna just first off, 10 days removed from Hockey Fights Cancer, and one of my first years coaching, I had a overage defenseman by the name of Paul Giulianardo, who has fought cancer. The last year passed away 2 days ago at 38 years old. Spoke with his parents yesterday, so I just wanted to let obviously the players that have played with him and the people out there that know Paul that had passed away, and you know, it puts everything in perspective. You know, hockey's a game, but we're such a tight community, and the amount of people I talked to yesterday, you know, about this situation, 38-year-old man. So my thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Task at hand tonight is Carolina. Any changes to your roster?
No, everything will stay the same.
You obviously liked what you saw from start to finish against Detroit.
Yeah, I did. I just thought it was a real hectic, you know, first period with all the penalties, the 5-on-3s, the 4-on-3s. I thought that we kept our composure, you know, throughout that. A lot of guys didn't play for long stretches of time, but we were able to have a very good second period, one of our best of the season, and set it up for us to win.
Carolina is in a tough go right now, the worst that lost sequence in the year, 4 in a row. The coach called out a couple of players last game. You expect them to come real hard tonight. What's your game plan?
I think Carolina plays, you know, I mean, I can't think of too many times you watch Carolina play and they don't play hard. You know, whatever issues, you know, they have there, you know, Roddy's going to push and prod to get the best out of his group. But Carolina doesn't give you any room. You know, Carolina's, you know, been in the conference final or close to it over the last however many years. They're as good as anyone in the league. So what we have to do is concentrate about ourselves and make sure that we're continuing to break out, playing in groups of 5, and making it hard on them.
The past 5 games, there seems to be less dump-ins, more controls on entries. Is that something that you really want to work on after the Panthers games?
I think we're breaking out significantly better. And when you have the puck, you're connected, and then you're able to make the next play. If you're not breaking out and you're hemmed in your zone, you know, you tend to be by yourself, and then you have no choice but to put the puck in. So clearly we want to enter with control, but if you don't, you want to be able to get it back as quickly as possible. Now, tonight we're going to see Carolina that puts every single puck in. So there's different styles, there's different ways to play. With our skill set, we want to be able to have the puck more.
After tonight's game, you head out on an extended road trip. What are the challenges of being away for 8 days?
It's a good to me. It's a good time for us to do this. I think, you know, right before Christmas, we're all going to be together here. We know, you know, and you look at those teams that we're playing. Those are, you know, some of the NHL's best, and you know, it's a good time for us to you know, see where we're at and push ourselves to just do what we do. I think sometimes too much is made of worried about the other team and what they do. I think we're doing a good job right now of just concentrating on ourselves and going game by game. So, you know, today is the first of 7 games in 11 days. So rest is key for us when we have it. And obviously, you know, continue to play the way we're playing. I believe we've played, you know, a lot of good hockey here of late. Now we got to continue to do it.
What about actually on the ice, matching lines, the difficulties or what does that become like when you're on the road?
Well, it's way harder for sure. But in saying that, you know, right now I think our D pairs are spread out. You know, you got Sandy and Doc playing, and you know, you got Zuby and Chicky and Hammer and Branny. I think the biggest thing is to get your D out there when you can, but those guys can play against everyone. So that gives us a better chance. Right now I think Josh is playing as good as he's played, but I mean, obviously put Timmy out there, you know, that's not an easy matchup for anyone. And then I think the way Ridley played last game, it looks like he's a lot more back to himself. So I think I've got 3 responsible centers. So again, I think we're going to have to concentrate on ourselves on this road trip. You know, you're going to want last change when you can, or get your guy when you can, but I can't lose my bench in doing it.
Skate was optional this morning, yet pretty much everyone was on the ice. What does it say about this group?
Well, these guys care, and I think we've always known they care. And now, you know, we've got to do it on an everyday basis. And you know, it's hard to win in the NHL. We know, you know, teams are fighting every night to win games. you know, an optional skate. You know, guys, their job is to do whatever possible to be ready for tonight. So if it's skating or not skating, doesn't matter to me. It's you know, when the lights turn on at 7, we got to be ready.
DJ, tonight's Jake Sanderson's 100th game. Obviously, reaching a milestone like that allows for an opportunity of reflection. How have you seen him evolve since the beginning to where he's at now?
He just continues to get better with and without the puck. You know, he certainly, you know, I think every player, you know, looks at the offensive side of the game. Jake concentrates so much on keeping the puck out of his own net and takes so much pride in it. I don't think you see that very often in young players. He's years ahead of his time. You know, he's continually learning the game and wanting to get better. But, I mean, it'd be hard to say there's very many young players that are, you know, as complete as he is at only 100 games in. And he will get better. And I mean, not to say there's not more to come, but at 100 games, he's pretty responsible.
David Perron has been suspended for 6 games. Anything to say about the suspension? Are you happy with it?
The league, you know, I mean, the league looks at that. At the end of the day, I just think things happen so quickly. All I can worry about is my own team, and the league will take care of those matters, and they did.